Alright, y'all. I'm back with y'all water sign career read. We're gonna try to keep it short read, but we're gonna do water sign career reading. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, what I was gonna say. Remember that energy is interchangeable. It could be anything in your life that could be blocking you or holding you up, or necessarily certain things that can come out in the career read. So that's why I said anything can come out. But we looking for career. That's all we looking for. It's just career. All right. We got all shaky Betsy. We got a back. Hold on. We got a back. We got a back working. Cause I tell you I was sick of the other part. We got a back working. Let's go. Shit, I think that's the last shuffle. I gotta do one more. Hold on. Alright, then that's it. High Priestess. Ooh, scandalous. Ooh, wait a minute, I'm trying to, let me angle this light right. Let me scoot that back just a little bit. Okay. No, we might have to move this light, sweetie. Yes, that's what we're going to have to do. On the bottom of the deck, we got the 10 of Wands. We're going to see what necessarily come out. Somebody could be tired, overwork. You got 3 of Wands as the first card out. Let's see. Ooh, okay. We got 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. Ace of Swords reverse. 2 of Cups. Ooh, let's see. Alright, let's see what else comes out. Wow. We got the Devil and the 3 of Pentacles. And we also got the Tower and the Justice. Ooh, wee. Let's go. Let's see what's go. We got Knight of Cups reverse. Ooh, girl. Fire signs had workplace drama. Scorpionic energy. Ooh. And the Magician. Alright. Overall mood, we got 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles suggests to me, like when I said the 10 of Pentacles, it's kind of like somebody that's at a point to where they may be overworked or necessarily tired. 8 of Pentacles could be where somebody is putting in just a little bit too much work or not enough work. Ideally, though, it depends on what you're trying to call in. On the bottom of the day, we got Empress. We got the Hierophant. We got the 9 of Pentacles. And we also got 4 of Wands with the 4 of Cups. 3 of Cups on the bottom of the day. Ooh, this could be, I said fire signs had workplace drama, whatever the case may be. 3 of Cups, that's like people necessary that you possibly need to cut off. And 4 of Swords is like missing out on opportunities, though. 4 of Wands, you hear me say, suggest this could be the lack of teamwork and visionary that's necessarily going on in the career place. Home life could be affecting work. Because a lot of people do take home and career and put those in the same options. 9 of Pentacles, where you hear me say this is where somebody could be overworked, where it's kind of like calling out certain things, where it could be some organizing process that's necessary, that's needed, though. Because you have Hierophant, this is like structure, this could be a routine or whatever the case may be. And then you also have the Empress. With the Empress being reversed, like this could be in a place of where you're not utilizing your feminine energy to where you're at a point to where it's like hyperly masculine, saying, oh, I gotta get this money, I gotta get this money, I gotta get this money, I gotta get this money. And so focused and driven on like the money and the details of certain over things that you may not have time to necessarily enjoy the abundance or necessarily that's coming in. For some of y'all though, that could be it though. It could be a partner or dealing with somebody that is like money driven, or somebody's trying to come up with marriage proposals, ideally though. Because you got the Hierophant and the Empress, though. It could be some sort of doubt, but you also got 9 of Pentacles, though. If you like hyperly masculine or dude, it does seem like here, though, that you just focus on the money and you ain't giving yourself the self-care. So that's where the Magician is reversed and the 10 of Wands. So it could be some back or root or whatever the case may be, like necessarily going on. Like it could be for it's like with the Magician, for sicknesses that's affecting the health. It could be leg, heart, back, head, all those different types of things or whatever the case may be that may be going on. But you do got 8 of Pentacles, though. I was surprised if the 9 of Swords come out, where it's like lack of sleep. First card out, we got Three of Swords. And then we got Eight of Swords. So you got Three of Wands versus the Eight of Swords with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is why I said this is like a workplace situation, though. This just gives me, if it's like drama or whatever that's in the workplace, it's kind of like somebody's in a very Knight of Cups position, though, where somebody's coming to give you something or putting themselves in a position for it's like drama or situations, communicating or talking about something ideally, though. For some of y'all though, you could be preparing to leave a job and necessarily step into something else though, of own abundance though, with this Four of Pentacles, where you may be trying to save ideally though, or come up with something, but it does give me like a money hunger type thing, but you got the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. So for some of y'all though, if it's like a job or a boss or a person ideally though, or dealing with a necessarily or transitioning, some of y'all ready to move forward to get a new beginning when it comes to career wise, or bringing new things in, but it seems like somebody's tethered to a job or situations that's necessarily that keeps him depleted though, like it may be taxing on mental health wise or just the overall health experience. You do got Four Swords though, rest and recovery or whatever that is necessarily needed, time out, and you also got the Tower and the Justice with the Magician. So for some of y'all, like when I say that Nine of Pentacles is an overstock card, where it speaks of like Nine of Pentacles is an overstock card where you just focus on materials and money, like the Four of Pentacles of what you can keep or the possessions and all those different types of things, or what you are valuing. But are you valuing necessarily your health or mental health, where it's kind of like taking vacation days, taking time off, or doing things that utilize you, like that puts you in the best position for you? Because you do got Three of Swords, or I say it may be some heart or whatever the case may be, or hardships or whatever the case. So I would say that. You also got King of Wands. This is doing something about it. But you also got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords to me, though, if this is like a person ideally, though, if you trying to like put something in position or trying to go after career-wise, or if it's love or interest, like if it's an office romance or whatever the case may be, for some of y'all, this is like keeping it on hush-hush. Because the Page of Swords is a very chatty, sneaky, spying type energy, though. So it's kind of like if you have been putting in positions to leave or putting in for something else, at this moment it's necessary to keep quiet, or necessarily keep it to yourself, because the Page of Swords is a very person that lurks and comes up with like information, like that seeks to give it to somebody else. You got the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Pentacles. For some of y'all, when I said the Empress and the Hierophant, this seems like a necessarily routine. So if it's like work in life, it seems like if it's like marital routine expenses though, whatever it is, I think it's like somebody, this is a regular routine, to where if you don't take care of yourself health wise, this is where like your body could feel like it's possibly I ain't gonna say shutting down, but it seemed like it may be giving you problems ideally though. So I would say that, because you got Six of Wands in the Chariot. For some of y'all still trying to push through. Some of y'all may got a family unnecessary that you're trying to take care of, where the money necessarily coming in, or trying to gather this money though. But for some of y'all though, this is like this Empress energy is like very strong. I kind of feel like it's a routine though. Somebody's overwork or underwork. But I tell you, it's overwork or underwork. But if you're trying to apply for jobs or positions that's necessarily in the workplace, I would just say be quiet at this moment, because you got a Knight of Cups and a Page of Swords energy at play though. So this could be somebody that's trying to butter you up, but the Page of Swords could be a person that's buttering up and they come in as a chatty patty, because the Knight of Cups is also a two-faced, gossipy drama energy as well, and the Page of Swords is somebody that's necessarily not truthful. So they could be a person where they only get just enough information to keep up a very messy style. You got Ace of Wands though. That's what I said for some of y'all though, the Ace of Wands. Wait a minute. For some of y'all though, somebody may be going into overworking to, I will say, somebody working for a proposal. But you got, I will say that though, with the Empress, the Page of Swords though, this kind of like somebody's working for a proposal ideally though. You got Judgment and the Page of Wands though. Like somebody putting in overtime, it's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm finna get ready to do this. I'm finna get my family back. I'm finna get married, da 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 da. Or you may be working hard to achieve some sort of success, whether it got something to do with money or ideally though, but you got to overstock. So that's where the justice is, where the balancing is. So you may be experiencing a lot of chaos in the home front, to where it's like the balancing of the scales though. It's like letting something go. You also got Ace of Wands. You got Judgment and the Page of Wands though. So where I said keep your mouth closed, because the Ace of Wands is like the ideology of something, but wanting something. But the Judgment is also a resurrecting card with the Page of Wands reverse. Like this could be gossip. I tell you, malicious gossip, and the page of wands though is ideally is a person who only talks about negative things or the negative aspect though. So maybe your career is taking a toll on you to where it's like very negative. I would say that though, to where it's putting you in a negative position though. Because you got Six of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords. The Six of Swords energy, I told you that's not murky waters. That's like carrying a conversation backwards. For some of y'all, this is like a very sneaky position. I would say that though. So if y'all got something to do with travel or certain things on your way, it just seems like it's some unnecessary, unfair play to where it's like taxing on emotional and mental health. I would say that though. It really is though. It's kind of like, it's a figuring out energy. I would say that though. Remember, this is for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a figuring out necessarily energy though. Like I said, for some of y'all, it's like being successful for the family. So it's kind of like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do this from that manly man perspective and being driven by money. But if you're going through health challenges, maybe this is the time for you to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take some of them off days. I'm going to relax, because a lot of y'all didn't utilize this COVID energy because you got Knight of Pentacles. Because some of y'all may be moving a little bit slow, or you may be trying to put money elsewhere or figure out certain things though, because you got a Judgment and a Page of Wands. I told you Judgment could be a karmic lesson, or it could be in a position of, I've told you, if it's like workplace drama, it's kind of like somebody sneaking blame, but at the same time they're not being honest. So I would say that those Seven of Swords, this is the energy where somebody takes things out of context and they're leaving back a certain amount of truth, like they're not getting everything. So this is somebody that's getting out of the way. So that's what I said it is though. It looks baitery. Trying to get all on them out. Whew, all right. You got Queen of Pentacles reverse. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles is definitely somebody who is fucking money hungry. I would say that though. Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles though, but it's also not a friend in the workplace. It could be somebody that's very dark, who's that's that chatty patty energy. You got the Fool, you got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So I would say that though. Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Is this something that you necessarily fighting for to break even or expecting some sort of change? For some of y'all, it's like y'all working hard. Could be like it's a lot of kids up here. For some of y'all may got kids. So it's like this could be the person you ideally dealing with, because whoever you energetically tired to or whatever at this moment. But you got King of Swords versus the Queen of Wands. So this could be that style of relationship though. Because I tell you, Queen of Pentacles can be a very needy energy for a financial type concept. And it's like doing whatever it needs for money. But the Five of Swords, it could be a fight, or somebody could be in some self-sabotage energy for Six of Pentacles. So it's like giving to receive ideally though. Like this, it's like somebody's getting rewarded for bad behavior. So if you trying to put in some break even type way, where you trying to get what it is that you need. You got Ace of Cups and a Six of Cups. If you're trying to get what it is that you need, it seems like you are for a challenge in a career place. I would say that though. Because you got too many pages that's reversing. I told you, pages, inner child is like how people truly is. Page of Swords is where people talk too much. So for some of y'all, this is like people who you may think you may be latched up with. It's like watching what you say. Page of Wands is a person that's very hyperly negative. So if you saying, oh man, boss man, get on my nerve, it's like somebody that's baiting you for their position. Because you got Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles reverse. So for some of y'all though, I kind of feel like this though. Could be transitioning though. Because you got Ace of Cups versus the Six of Cups. For some of y'all, this is like a situation that you dealt with in the past. So if this like getting a new job or transitioning into something new, is kind of like this isn't new to you. Because the Three of Cups is kind of like needing to cut back on certain friends, substances, situations. There could be cups, drinking, alcohol. Five of Pentacles though is like recovery. Because you also got Temperance and the Hangman though. Also, this look like some workplace drama. Ten of Swords. It's affecting the home. For some of y'all got a family. You got Four of Wands. For some of y'all got a family that y'all trying to take care of, but at the same time, it's the way y'all going about it when it comes to money. I don't know if it's like child support that's coming about though. Yeah, that flew out. That's why I said I don't know if it's child support or pain or the marital type aspects, because I know COVID energy hit to where a lot of people aren't bringing in the income that they need to. Because I saw you got Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. Ten of Swords and the Four of Wands. Why I keep calling these swords? That's possible what it is. Four of Wands is like splitting. It's like the lack of teamwork. It's like every man for themselves. And you also got the moon and the lovers. For some of y'all, though, I kind of feel like the moon and the lovers, it's like feeling like you cheated out of something, though. I would say that, though, somebody's cheating somebody out of something. You got Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, though. It could be like you hear me say some necessary block, though. Because Three of Cups could be somebody who gives unwarranted criticism. Because you got Five of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. That's why I said for some of y'all, you fighting for something new. Because you got King of Swords reversed. And you also got Seven of Wands reversed with the Knight. So I said, for some of y'all, the energy it necessarily gives me, though, like moving away. Like some of y'all have been trying to put in for new jobs, new situations, probably moving or traveling and trying to get out of the place. But you got a lot of moon energy, though. It could be fears, worries, or somebody just could be keeping up a lot of illusions and tricks. So it could be a boss that's like, yeah, I'm going to give it to you, I'm going to give it to you. But at the same time, they're not. For some of y'all, though, this relationship is the aspect of work that is affecting the home life. For some of y'all, though, I think if it's a partner or somebody that kind of like, oh, you're cheating on me, and it's kind of like, no, I'm not. You just pushing these insecurities on me. I'm really not. I'm trying to work in this type of matter. Because you got King of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. For some of y'all, career space, you may work with a lot of people to where you have lack of boundaries between work and life, where you have like clients or maintaining, if you're some manager or position, you don't have no boundaries between you and your work life. So people feel like they can come approach or do or say whatever it is in those type of moments. Oh, I know you finna get ready to go, but boss man, can I get you to do this? It's like that type of energy. Because you got a King of Cups. For some of y'all, this make you fulfilled. I would say that, though, but at the same time, it is taxing. Because you got 10 of Wands. And that's divine. Like, okay, all right now. I let you have your fun. You able to get your little money. Now it's time for you to go and do what you got to do. Because you got Seven of Cups and the Strength. I would say that, though. Seven of Cups is more of an illusion type state. I tell you, that's just a sobriety card. So it's like needing time because a lot of people work jobs and they got to go home and they got to decompress. Whether that's getting a drink or that's smoking or having sex or going out, that's partying, dealing with the stress to be able to balance from the ego place. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, or whatever. It's kind of like a lying to yourself energy. I would say that it's a lying to myself to be able to keep going. Ooh, I'm on 10%, y'all. You got to wrap this up. But it's like a lying to myself to keep going type energy, though. Because you got Three of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, though. So that's what I said. For some of y'all trying to get to a newness or a new state, though. But it's like a lot of discontentment. I would say that, though. Seven of Pentacles, though. And the 10 of Pentacles. Didn't I say that, though? And there go them 3 of Pentacles. Uncompromising. For some of y'all, though, I kind of feel like if it's a job place or whatever the case may be, somebody may ask you, oh, well, you have to do this, but it may be a position where you ideally may not get paid for. Somebody's asking you for something that you may not get paid for, or you may feel like, oh, I'm not doing this, but I'm necessarily not getting paid for. So that could be the energy that's holding something up, where it's like this conflict about money or time, or you hear me say when it comes to a boss, and you just like, hey, this is what I need. Because you got 8 of Cups, though. Like I said, for some of y'all want to leave a job or something behind, but it's like emotionally stuck. So maybe it may be fulfilling. Maybe it's the security that's necessarily gives you, though. Because you got a 2 of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups, though. For some of y'all, it's like this juggling back and forth with you and your own happiness, or where you want to go, or what makes you feel content, though. Whew, I think this deck is shot. Because you got the Sun and the 4 of Cups. I said that, though. Somebody pretty. You got on the bottom of the deck. Because for some of y'all, though, I kind of feel like it's this, though. You feel like you missed out on certain opportunities, though. Juggling back and forth, though. Ideally, though. For some of y'all, though, I don't know if it's the energy with you. Where you hear me say communicating or people that's around. But it's like watching necessarily what comes out or what comes in. Like monitoring what goes on in your life. Because you got a hermit energy. For some of y'all, this is old wisdom and learning. 10 of Cups, though. You got the Page of Cups. I said somebody was a boss. And then you got the Emperor here. For some of y'all, though, like I said, this is a boss that's very dishonest. So you may be not happy with the path that you necessarily own. It's time to create boundaries and necessary to establish between work and the home front. Like, this is the wisdom that you have gained. Like, I was going to say, what card is that when it says share the wisdom with somebody else? I wouldn't be surprised if that card come out where it says shares your wisdom with somebody else, though. Because the Page of Cups is a very dishonest type energy. It's not necessarily happy. I tell you, it's very sinister. Like it sneaks to do or trying to find a sense of happiness though. So for some of y'all, if you're trying to find happiness at home, it's kind of like you expecting people to be something that you are not. And I told a lot of people in Virgo season, don't do that. Where you become hypercritical or expecting people, no, you're supposed to do this. I'm supposed to have this. You're supposed to have the breakfast. You're supposed to have like that type of energy. It's like, nah, cut that out. Cut that out or whatever the case may be. Like for where the expectation of happiness or whatever the case may be, because it's like even if it's a job or a career, you keep giving it to this person. But I ain't saying that though, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that you got to give up on dreams or whatever the case may be. No, I'm just saying get control of your life. And also you probably been operating in too much masculine energy where you see women that's too independent and they don't know how to accept help well. So it's like that energy for masculines though, that's like where you ain't taking care of yourself, like you ain't winding down unless you got some substances that you necessarily need. um Making sure your health straight, making sure your mind straight, making sure you get the sleep that you need, like all those different types of things that's needed to be able to function. But for some of y'all though, y'all going so hard because that's why you either somebody's trying to propose or come up with a ring, or ideally, it's like this narrative for somebody that got a new baby on the way. Because what's on the bottom of it? Let's keep going. I said that Nine of Swords energy. I said that stress, or whatever the case may be. Not getting sleep that it is that you need. I told you, when the mind don't function, the brain is shut down. No, when the mind ain't functioning, your body is shut down too. Especially with your emotions that go along with it. Especially if it's an emotionally taxing environment though. My bad, I'm moving so fast, but I don't want this phone to die. Because I got to put it on charge. Ooh, wait a minute, I got to put it on charge. Alright, I'm going to get y'all about 3 of these. And we're going to wrap this up real quick. Ooh, the peacock. There we go. Ooh, shit. God damn. This is like it's waiting on no man's time. We got the peacock. Ooh, no ma'am. I'm about to say no ma'am for copyright. The dragonfly. Third card out is the whale. For some of y'all, the peacock could be talents. That's all about that Leo energy where it speaks of a butterfly, or it's going through a metamorphosis or making changes necessary that's required in your life. Or it could be messages depending on certain colors. So if you see them though, like tap into them, because I know colors could be the orange. I think that's got something to do with Christianity. Yellow, that is like sunshine, blissfulness, joy, whichever one it is. But you got peacock, dragonfly, and you also got the whale reverse. For some of y'all though, this whale could be like resisting a sense of change, because the whale, when it comes into a person's life, where it speaks of like the wisdom, is trying to take you to a necessary place. So this whale has like, I think they live up to 55 or years longer, whatever the case may be. So it's the wisdom that it has accumulated over time to be able to share. But it does seem like it's some point to transmute or change like negative aspects that you are not happy with, or certain things that's around you. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the emotional type state, because I told you, you got 2 air cards. You got a fire and an air. No, you got 2 air cards. You got all air. I told you this is head, and the emotions is like sunken into a deep space or whatever the case may be. So that's why I said when the emotions ain't right, it starts to attack the mind, and that's when sleep is there. On the bottom, we got the buffalo. That is a spiritual awakening and also an understanding, but it is a forcefulness. You got a stingray and a fish. The stingray starts and stops certain things, but it feels out of touch. So it could be like that zappy, aggressive style type energy. The fish means lack of concentration or whatever the case may be. When it speaks of like candle gazing, getting out in the sun, yoga, meditating, all those different types of things. Alright, let's go. Let's go. A new romantic cycle is coming. Yeah, I can see that though. If you're trying, they say a new romantic cycle begins. So that's kind of like if you're looking for love, or you're dealing with love, or ideally though, this is the time to bring out that balance and energy though, while we in Libra season though. So it's figuring out what's establishing, if you want to have date night, home, this, like establishing those boundaries. Ideally though, you got the answers you need are coming. This is full moon in Gemini. So I told you that it's like being prepared for certain things. And also, it's a good listening card. It speaks of listening, though. So if you're not a good listener, if you ain't a good listener, then you just gonna let everything fly by. I would say that, though. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Then I say about Virgo season, though, that still seem like it's a lingering effects is still there. Virgo energy, where you hear me say that's like trying to become something you aren't, or feeling like that's like if you have like Virgo placements or whatever the case may be, this energy here will make you like that's at that point where you need to relinquish any insecurities or certain things that hold you back, because you got to believe in the impossible, where it speaks of like trying to shit girl, what is it, expect the power for change. I might get it. And it say your hard work is paying off. So for some of y'all though, this is that, but I told you it's like a hell of a fight if it's in a workplace and you trying to go here. It's like you may have to mentor or go someplace, do this. That's necessarily not pay off in the way that you want it to, but it will eventually. Because you got to expect the power for change. So which one we going to read? But it might pay off in that way though. But I told you got a lot of career and love. So if you trying to call in love, you got to make time for it. But a lot of y'all ain't making time for it. It's like you so just focused on the money or communicating, and it's like it's not no action. I thought I was gonna see like it's time to take action. Full moon in Virgo. Like look at that. You ain't got no. It say look at the bigger picture. That's. I thought you was gonna look at it. I thought I was gonna get like some fieriness. Still ain't got there yet. Still ain't. All right, okay, let me get back focused. You still ain't got no fire cards. I say new moon and Sag, luck is on your side. I thought we was going to try to get some of that quick, do, hot-headed energy. There we go. It's time to take action. That is the... But look how far we had to go. That's the new moon in Aries. So that's why I said yes, yes. All right. Do you want to expect the powerful change? I don't know. Let's see. Do we want to expect the powerful change? Expect the powerful change. What's in that say? New moon and eclipse. Where the fuck I'm at, y'all? Hold on. New moon and... Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. If you want to, you have to be able to put in the work, though. So when I read this card, it talks about expecting, but also you got to be able to relinquish and let certain things go. So nothing in this thing spread. Everybody telling you to quit your job, but it's also finding time up. If your job is emotionally taxing on your health, I think that's where you need to be like, hey, boss man, I done put in enough. And it's a chain of command in a corporate position. If you're an entrepreneur, but it's also saying, okay, you getting this money, but it's also finding time for it. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams, get the desired outcome in a situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could be jarring or uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than you were at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason, and you'll appreciate it later. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to walk through it, to forget about the past and move forward. You had a lot of past cards that was returning. Six of Swords, Six of Cups was upright, Six of Swords was reversed, and you had the Eight of Cups. That's a lot of returning, especially to the past. You're being put back on the right path, and there's nothing to fear. Never mind the path. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, yes, and 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. However, no, whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important point, a turning point in your life. This card is a complete change of pace. It is also that you're headed in one direction, but you're probably being guided by your ego. And here comes the divine, the goddess, or spirit to turn you instead to the face direction that you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of a positive turn around. And on that note, y'all, I'm finna get ready to upload this up on YouTube. And bam, water signs. Y'all got y'all reading. But a month.